Hey everyone, my name is Forever2 and welcome back to Zenless on Zero for part 2 of this seasonal, season 1 epilogue, Bury Your Past. Or whatever it is, I actually can't remember, to be honest. But, yeah. I guess in the last video we met with Hugo, did a raffle, got in a confrontation with a supposed member of a very great family that are low dumps, I believe, and got to be talking with Lycon and Ellen from Victoria Housekeeping, and finally met their master of the company, I believe, which turned out to be the mayor of the city, apparently, who has connections with Carol Arna, which is basically the mother or adopted mother of these two siblings right in front of me, or my screen, pretty much, right? And he has given us a gift, which is basically an upgrade to our optics that lets us travel in the hollow in person, which is basically cool. And makes me wonder if there's going to be like a free character banner for either Belle or Wise. I mean, who knows, right? Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? They're not going to be in combat ones though, but I think more supportive. But enough about that. I'm getting off track. And they were asked to do a favor for the mayor, or at least asked us for his help. He is asking for our help. And to find an item that was stolen from them, which turned out to be in an auction, in which we had a bidding battle against Ravenlocks, and we met with Vivian, who might be a new character or area agent come in the upcoming banners. And of course, Hugo as well, who turned out to be part of a thieving guild, or I guess you could call it a Phantom Thieves group called Mockingbird. Stole the diamond, stole the gem or core. We lost him, and now we are here. That's pretty much the brief. 2 minutes apparently, but let us go ahead and just talk with Weiss and see what we can do for now. And I hope you guys enjoy the video as well. Now, although the mayor and Lycon seem reluctant to let us get involved in this matter, we can investigate on our own. That is true. That's right. If the warning letter is true, this is a major issue concerning the safety of New Eridu. Sacrifice, Exaltists, Bringer? There might be a deeper secret behind all of this, and it could even be related to our teacher. No matter what, we can't just sit back and do nothing. But before that, let's find some time to discuss our tactics properly. But for now, let's call it a day. Feels like too much has happened. By the way, did you notice that Hugo's Mockingbird disguise is just a mask? I noticed. The mask is enough to conceal his entire identity? I noticed. Sounds like a lot like a certain classic character's glasses. Enough jokes. Let's take some time to reset. It is pretty much Persona 5. I know that for sure. I recently just started playing the game, and I have yet to explore I'm just in the prologue of things. Belle, let's discuss how we're going to investigate the Exaltists. So who are the Exaltists? So let's start by investigating Bringer. Yeah, I agree. The Commissioner's hasty closure of the case is a bit suspicious, that is true. We should definitely find Julian and get more information first. So I'll go investigate it at PubSec. I'll leave it to you then. Come back soon. I'll gather some information on the internet. I am tired and it's late. So let's go ahead and confirm the storytelling. Okay, so apparently 5 minutes ago, I believe, the game kind of crashed on me and it was late. So today is now Saturday and we are here at the police station, or PubSec security, and we're about to speak with Suyeon.
I'll have to work overtime to finish this mission report.
Yeah. Again, that's the same girl? Nope. Then pray that
You're here.
Hi. Were you expecting me? Oh, it's you. What can I do for you? I wanted to ask about Bringer. You saw the news, I'm sure. The commissioner closed the case citing personal misconduct. I already found it strange and wanted to investigate further, but there's been a lot of obstacles. As if there's a hidden force that doesn't want me to get involved in this matter any further. Sounds very suspicious to me. Yes, but it could also be my sensitive position. As far as I know, after the case was closed, the items left behind by Inspector Bringer were all sent to Hollow Special Operations for processing. However, those items have already been screened within the Bureau, and there's nothing suspicious about them. If you're still worried, you can also go there later and ask. Also, my colleagues at PubSec, most of us have worked with Inspector Bringer to some extent, so they might know something. I would love to investigate with you, but I've been busy lately. There's an organ trafficking case recently, and some other odd missing persons cases as well. No worries, I'll investigate on my own first. Alright, just let me know if you have any questions. Whew. I'm trying to get track of my narrations here. So we got 3 people to speak of: a Bang Boo, a guy near the door, and a peaceful public security officer. Alright. Hello, how can I help you? Did you know Bringer? You mean Inspector Bringer? Oh no, he's not Inspector anymore. I'm not very familiar with him, but I did help organize the things he left behind. Looking at it now, I guess they can be considered his estate. Is there anything special about them? Special? No, just very ordinary things. However, I heard from other colleagues that Bringer had a notebook he never parted with. Yeah, that is true, because he does have a notebook along with him during the last chapter, I believe. But I couldn't find this notebook in his belongings. It's probably lost somewhere. Anyway, everything has been sent to Hollow Special Operations. I think it was Section 6. Maybe it's because the higher-ups suspect there's a mole in PubSec. You won't say, but... Alright, Security Boo. What you got for us? Hello, citizen. Is there anything I can help you with? Did you know Bringer? Mr. Bringer, I know. I once caught him in the bathroom secretly recording his to-do list for the next day with a tape recorder. Sorry, it's a tape recorder. Probably worried that he would forget otherwise. Is human memory really that short, or was it just Mr. Bringer? However, if there had been others in the bathroom at the time, Mr. Bringer probably wouldn't have done that. It's because I'm a Bang Boo that I happened to witness something like this. Only a Bang Boo like you would peep on others in the bathrooms. I worry about the safety of the public security. Alright. Is there a problem, citizen? Did you know Bringer? About Bringer? Wait, you're not a reporter, are you? I'm just a curious citizen. Oh, good. Bosses told us not to talk about Bringer. Probably worried about reporters being careless with what they write. I really don't know why he turned out this way. He used to be a good person. That's what questions me. Many years ago, after he came out of a hollow, his entire personality shifted. I thought it was because he was injured in the hollow, or had witnessed something terrible. But that operation was very successful. He rescued many citizens from the hollow and emerged completely unscathed. How strange. Do you have any other information? I remember now. It seems like Bringer's had memory issues for a long time, always forgetting stuff. Back then, we even suggested he keep a diary or something, though I'm not sure if he ever listened to us. I don't know anything more than that. Okay, so after inquiring around, you gather a lot of information about Bringer. You share this information with Shuyan and agree to meet at Hollow Special Operations. Looks like I still need to check the items left by Bringer. I'll head to HSO right now. And HSO would be Hand Headquarters. Okay, so let's speak with the group here. If I can get through here.
Today's training.
Again with training, girl. Can you stop this? Please. How about train till you have common sense, Crane? You're here. Xuyan has already told me about the current situation. We have already found all of Bringer's belongings. Nothing unusual so far. I heard he had a notebook. I heard he had tape recordings. There are indeed a few tapes. They're all here. Our colleagues have already listened to these tapes. They're just routine meeting minutes and similar recordings. Nothing out of the ordinary. So after carefully inspecting the tapes, you find one that feels different from the rest. It seems a bit heavier. Do you need to play with the tapes again? There shouldn't be any need of that. These recordings have already been reviewed by both Hollow Special Operations and PubSec, so there shouldn't be any issues. There's one that's heavier than the others. Indeed, the weight of this tape is different from the others. Let's take a closer look. Hey, Sukaku, and you. So after carefully examining the special tape recording, you discovered that there seems to be an encrypted message within. I see. This must be the reason for its weight. But how can we decrypt it? I could try to crack it. Then we'll leave it to you. How? Oh, it's the wave thing. Alright. Minigame time? Minigame time. There we go. That's too easy. Very easy. You did it, as expected. Looks like there's a new content that can be played on the tape now. That's interesting. I didn't know secret information could be hidden this way. What's secret? Shokaku wants to know. Xuyan, are you nervous? I don't know, but I have a bad feeling about this. After all, he put so much effort into hiding it. There might really be an answer inside. Should we listen to it later? Well, let's listen to it now. No, I'm prepared. No matter what, I have to face the truth. Alright, let's see what Bringer's thoughts are.
Alright, let's get started.
Do you need someone to hold you? Me? So the cassette that Bringer left behind starts playing.
I'm probably not getting out of this hollow, but at least this tape recorder still works. Let's say these are my last words. I gave away my anti-corruption equipment to save those civilians, so I'm not in good shape. Unfortunately, we came up against a horde of ethereals right after that. I rushed over to fight them off and tried to save the civilians, but in the thick of all the fighting, I turned back and realized that I was somehow alone. Nobody was behind me.
Aw, dude.
Luckily, I managed to defeat the ethereals, but the wounds and corruption I sustained in doing so should be fatal. I don't mean to cast the blame at all here, and if any of my colleagues ever pick up this cassette, I hope that nobody is ever held accountable. It's just human nature. It's normal. I just have a few regrets. Oh, what's that over there?
So you hear a long, raspy, and creepy noise.
I've seen a miracle.
So he did encounter something that made him change his mind. That's when he became a sacrifice, right?
Yes, that thing is right. So long as humanity is in constant conflict against the Hollows, we'll never be able to grasp true power. Only by embracing everything. It's the only way. Only by embracing this power can everyone survive. Oh, Creator, please grant me this!
Yeah, so the room is left in complete silence as the cassette finishes playing. Xuyan in particular looks crestfallen. Are you okay, Shuyan?
Are you okay, Jiyuan? Don't be so sad. Thanks. I'm okay. It's just... Even though we had our suspicions, now that everything is out in the open, I can't help but feel a little... Well, at least now I know the reason why he changed.
It's weird.
What did Bringer see during the recording? Whatever it was, he called it a miracle.
I saw the mission report from that incident. Bringer emerged from the Hollow unscathed, completely free from injury or corruption. Plus, I remember him rescuing a few civilians and walking out of the Hollow together with them.
It's suspicious enough.
But if that's the case, then it's at odds with the audio we heard. Which one is the true version of events?
It's possible that both are true. Like if Bringer actually met a real god that completely healed his body and helped him save the others.
And that's why his mood changed so much. Why he started believing the Exaltists. Because he witnessed a miracle.
That sounds like a reasonable speculation at this point.
But it still exceeds the limits of what we know.
In any case, it's a clue that ultimately points to the Exaltists. I'll keep pulling this thread and see where it leads.
Yeah, this was the first time I hear about the word Exaltists. Is it something that had to do with previous ancient stories that encountered each of them? Who knows? I never expected the investigation to lead to this, but what exactly are the Exaltists plotting? Regardless, time to head back to the video store and rest for a bit. Then I'll think about the next steps. Yeah. Alright, what you got to say? I really wonder what Bringer saw back then. If I had known earlier, I could have asked him before drawing my sword. Your sense of humor has improved, Chief. Everyone, I just spoke with Shuyan, and public security seems to be very busy lately. Are you talking about the cases tied to Tops? Anyway, it's not like they are concerned, you know? Of course, Tops hasn't exactly been peaceful lately. Word is that PubSec's been pulling threads and found something that has connected with those illegal drugs I was tracking. The Mayflowers over at City Admin have been making moves too. In any case, these elites of New Eridu are starting to stir. We might be in for quite a show soon. What I mean is, if public security is too busy, some Hollow-related cases will be transferred to us. Huh? Yeah. What the? When'd you get here? I was looking...
I've been waiting for you for quite some time.
Uh-huh. I bet Belle just got jump scared when she saw her just coming in through the door. To her left, she's just right on that corner. Okay. You're starting to freak me out, girl. And in a bad way.
We meet again, Master Proxy. I imagine you've already managed to gain some info from the conspirators about some people who wish to use sacrifice to launch an attack on New Eridu.
I only just heard about that. I don't know what to say. You know about that?
How do you even know about that? I only just found out myself.
Because I've been watching you this entire time.
You have got to be kidding me.
I know many things, but unlike those hypocrites, I'm willing to share info with you to show my sincere hopes of working together. I need to find Bringer's belongings.
Why, though? His Bringer's belongings?
Bringer's belongings. Did he even leave anything behind?
Oh, he did. I have complete confidence in my intelligence network.
Who is your informant, please?
All the more reason for you to work with me. You've probably already guessed, but what Bringer left behind will be crucial for cracking the alleged sacrifice attack. Find it, and we'll finally know what they are after.
So who do you mean by they?
Who do you mean by they?
The Exaltists, of course. They're always lurking whenever something related to sacrifice comes up. Actually, the Exaltists and I, we have a bit of shared history. But No more than that until you officially agree to work with me.
I am still not sure. We're not gonna get any answers until we give in to her demands, so fine.
All right, I agree then.
Splendid. I like people who don't mess around. By the way, might I ask, you're not proficient at in-hollow combat, are you?
Oh, afraid not, no. I know I can't fight. I'm a proxy after all.
Well, that's not really what proxies do.
As I expected. Not to worry. You're an invaluable proxy. All I require is for you to guide me.
Does that mean you're gonna be testable? I mean, be a trial character that we get to play as you in this chapter, huh?
I mean, not even my darling Lord Phaethon can fight in the hollows.
I'm sorry, what? Hang on. What did you just say?
Hang on. What did you just say? Your darling Lord Phaethon?
That's right. The best proxy in all of New Eridil. Lord Phaethon.
Oh no. I think that either me or Weiss or Belle, both, had just got ourselves a longtime fan of ours and we didn't even know it.
Don't tell me you don't like him.
Or not. It's not that I don't like him. Actually, I'm Phaethon. Oh no. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if I choose something, I might get her on our bad side. I don't know. I don't know. Should we just tell her? Me and Weiss?
You're probably not going to believe this, but I'm actually Phaethon.
You're an outstanding proxy, that's true. But Lord Phaethon's a cut above. No one could ever replace Lord Phaethon.
I think she's delusional.
But I know how you feel.
Eh.
You're actually one of Lord Phaethon's fans too, aren't you? So he's your biggest role model in life and you hope to become just like him, right?
You're kidding me. She doesn't even know that Phaethon is actually two people. Oh boy. No, I'm not a fan of Phaethon. I might get her on her bad side, but let's just go with the first one, just to be on our good side. Yes, I'm actually a fan of Lord Phaethon.
Fine, you're right. I'm actually a fan of Lord Phaethon.
It's so cringe that we agreed to say we're fans of Phaethon, only to find out that we are Phaethon. Me and my sibling.
Then we're fellow fans! Wonderful. I feel so much closer to you now.
I feel like we've gained a simp, but I now understand why there were meme pictures of the same picture as that one simp fan of Hoshimi Miyabi's. You know, the one that carries the sign, wears her shirt, and says the word "step on me." I now see this as she tries to cheer on for Lord to Phaethon inside the video store. I mean, okay. I feel so weird just remembering that. I don't know why. So after inexplicably joining Vivian's informal fan club, you listen to her go on about her love of Lord Phaethon for nearly an hour.
Oh my! Once I start talking about Lord Phaethon, I just can't help myself! Look at the time! I suppose that's all for today then. I'll be in touch with more news.
What are we going to tell Weiss about this? I was so caught up chatting with a fellow fan that I almost forgot why I'm here. I found out where the remainder of Bringer's belongings end up. They should be hidden in a hollow in the outer ring. Why the outer ring? I'll need to make some preparations. Let's meet up in Blazewood later. Don't worry, I'll protect you, Proxy. I won't let you get hurt. Speaking of, how did you know we were proxies? Because, what's with... Was she about to say Hugo? I gathered the information from my intelligence network, of course. I may look this way, but I've got a pretty impressive job, and I know many secrets. Since we agreed to work together, what's the deal with you and the Assaultists? I must foil the Assaultists' schemes. However, whatever they're planning, I'll stop them. This time, I absolutely cannot. Look, just think of it as my personal beef with the Exaltists. Whatever the case, we're on the same side here. It's getting late. I need to go back to make some preparations. See you in Blazewood. So Vivian leaves in a hurry. She seems rather reluctant to discuss her relationship with the Exaltists in detail. Belle, are you sure you want to head straight into the Hollow? Maybe we could use the old method and connect to Eos instead. That would be the safer option. But if we connect to Eos, Vivian might recognize us. After all, she's our fan. Let's just go in. Don't worry, I have you with me. If you insist, Belle. Alright then, but if anything happens, make sure you stay safe. Even though we can stay in touch anytime, I still worry. Hey, I'll get myself out if anything happens. Vivian will protect me. Good. If anything happens, I'll get backup for you immediately. Alright, let's take a break for now and wait for Vivian to contact us. So after some time, a message from Vivian arrives. Time to head to Blazewood and meet her. Yeah. Oh, okay, so looks like... Oh, is that Soldier Seer? Is that Ambient Trigger waiting for us? Cheesetopia. It has been a long while since I did this thing. Yeah, nostalgic. Wait. Really?
Proxy, you're here too.
I didn't expect to run into you here.
I didn't expect to be seeing you, too. So what are you two doing here?
What are you two doing here? And is that a new look I see, Ambi? I'm here to investigate that incident.
So you recall the incident you experienced with Ambi and Trigger. The relevant details have been recorded as tapes and logged in the video archive. If you have time, you should go and refresh your memories with them. That's funny. That's actually funny that we do agent stories in the versions of tapes. And yeah, we did the TV schedule thing of it. I've already done the extra event thing as well, so yeah.
I've recently dug up some clues about the person behind the operation, but my key contact is ultra cautious and keeps demanding me to prove my identity. So, to gain her trust, I decided to meet her dressed like this, now that everything is completely finished. This uniform doesn't really represent anything in particular.
No, it just makes you look better.
For me, it's just another outfit now.
Yeah, it is.
We all have to move on someday.
I'm helping her. I want to make sure whoever's behind all this is caught. Ah, and who's this young lady?
Yeah, there she is. Her name's Vivian. She's my friend.
Her name's Vivian. She's my friend. We're here investigating a few things ourselves.
Ambi, one of the Cunning Hare's most powerful members. And Trigger, an Opal Squad sniper. It's an honor to make your acquaintance.
You know us?
Looks like someone's done our homework. Is it because of the proxy?
I don't know.
You two are practically celebrities. And because of my work, I've got loads of info when it comes to anyone with a name around New Eridu.
I see. Seems you're handling your work well.
Let's prepare to enter the Hollow. Unless you have any further questions, we'll be taking our leave now.
She wastes no time.
You're going into a hollow? Proxy, you plan on going in like that?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. I've recovered quite a bit lately, so I don't need any protective equipment in the hollows.
Yeah, you shoot a wink at Ambi and Trigger. We're risen. Both notice your signal and don't ask any more questions. Right at that moment, a rather familiar looking lady appears. Who is this lady?
Aren't Aren't you that lady from before at the auction?
Oh, I forgot who you are.
Hello. I didn't expect to see you again, young lady.
I don't think she's young here, but... Huh? Why the tears? Tears? What's going on? What was that?
Vivian, are you alright? You look... depressed.
Are you okay, Vivian?
What's wrong, Vivian? Are you feeling okay?
It's nothing. I just drifted off for a moment there. So then, what are you doing here?
Don't worry. I'm not here to scam you. I'm waiting to meet someone.
Don't tell me. You're my contact for intel?
That's me. Ambi from Silver Squad, I presume? Pleasure to meet you. All right. I'm going to exchange some information with Miss Ambi here. So if you'll excuse me.
So Sienna steps to the side with Ambi as they discuss something. Meanwhile, you look at Vivian with some concern. You aren't looking so good.
You're not looking so good. Everything okay?
I can tell you later, but not right now.
Okay, that's all the information I got for you. In return, I want you to do something for me. Take me into the Hollow. I left something very valuable inside. I have to find it.
Seeing as we were just about to go in ourselves, why not join us? It's fine by me. But didn't you say you were investigating something? It's fine. There's no rush. Right, Master Proxy.
Yeah, there's no rush.
Yeah, there really is no rush. Sure, let's all go together.
It'll be safer with more people, and we'll find your missing item more quickly.
Thank you.
Okay. So why did you suddenly decide to help Sienna? Proxy, do you believe in fate? I believe you said before about the chosen one. You still remember that? That was something else. Proxy, I actually... No, it's nothing. Let's hurry and head into the hollow. Alright, so we got Ambi and Trigger as a team there, and we're going to be using Vivian apparently. So she's got an umbrella as a weapon, I think. Yeah, I heard that Vivian and Hugo might be the next character's banner, but I think it's going to be a few, couple of more days until they come back. Probably next month. Rebel scum.
I'll take point. Recalibrating.
I want to see how she fights. Alright, so I'm guessing that she is a corrupt... a corrupted element. Yeah. I just want to see how she fights. Yeah, she's got that corruption anomaly there.
Adjusting for wind.
Right on cue. Now it's my turn to ask questions. What exactly is it that you're investigating? Since you're familiar with the name Silver, then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore.
gonna check around
What
here.
I'm investigating has something to do with it.
Alright, that's just another way, I guess.
Increase firepower. Pin them down. I'll pierce right through.
You won't back down. Let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
Oh, so that space over there is where the fissure goes, right? Yeah.
This is the place.
Alright, here we are. Anything else to say?
So, what is it that you're looking for?
A ring. I was excavating ether here before and accidentally lost it somewhere. Please, could you all help me find it? It has to be somewhere among all this stuff here.
Sure, I'll start looking.
I'll go with you.
I'll stay here with her then.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. Go ahead and accompany the others. I'm sure it'll be faster that way. And sorry for wasting your time like this.
I'm having suspicious here.
I know it might sound strange, but I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable like you.
Why is she sad, though? It feels like that she's getting premonitions or something. Like she could peer into the distant time, right? Future, right? Do you remember the legendary artist mentioned by the host during the previous auction? Unrecognized during his lifetime, his works were discovered by art collectors after his death and became hugely popular. Sounds like quite the nice story, right? In reality, these art collectors are to blame for his death. Those pompous big shots discovered his talent and even wanted him to craft forgeries of famous works. Someone as proud as him would never agree to such a thing. Not only did he refuse, he also wanted to expose their schemes. And some days later, he suddenly took his own life. I knew him. He would never do something like that. Those big shots silenced him. How do you know all this? Because that legendary artist was my husband, Mira's father. My condolences. Thank you, but I might not need it anymore. So who exactly are those big shots you're talking about? Given the circumstances, it's fine to tell you. It's the Ravenlock family. You have got to be kidding me. Those assholes? The matter I just discussed with Miss Amby is also related to them. The collectible you asked me to bid on earlier, I should probably return it to you. Don't worry about it. But isn't it your husband's final work? It's fine. Our bond doesn't need to be anchored to any object, so I don't need these works to remember him. It's much better off in your hands than someone like Hartman's. Proxy, may I speak with Miss Sienna alone for a moment? Of course. Why? There is something personal I want to discuss. So Vivian and Sienna step aside and discuss something in private. Alright, regarding the matter of finding the ring, I'm entrusting it to you. It's my wedding ring. I would be extremely, extremely grateful to you. Alright, so yeah, it's a wedding ring. And of course, I guess privileged family would be to blame for most people's suffering, I believe. Because I guess they're trying to make big bucks or anything You know, always make the greed, always fill in the pockets, always find way of making profit, even to exploiting other people's talents. It kind of reminds me of this one thing in Persona 5 about a character that I know. I've only watched it, but I've yet to experience it. So you find some food left in the hollow for unknown reasons. Clearly, there's no sign of the ring Sienna is looking for among these items. Proxy, if you're hungry, I brought some food with me. Aww. Now that's wife material right there. For you. Thanks, I'm not hungry. Do I look like I want to eat those leftovers? Okay, you can't eat those, even if you're starving.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
You should never eat anything like this in here, of all places. Can you imagine what food can
Neither do I.
Yeah, imagine what the food would transform into if they get corrupted. It feels like if you're playing Fallout 76 or any Fallout game and you are hungry and you didn't have any material to forge food, and the only thing you find inside the house is moldy food. Would you eat the moldy food? It seems you have no choice in the matter. What is that? You find a plush toy. After squeezing and kneading it for thoroughly, you realize it doesn't have what you're looking for. No one would hide a ring inside a stuffing of a plush toy, right? Don't worry, there's nothing inside. I've already gone through it.
A toy that seems emotionally stable. There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
No, but you should grab it for collectible sake. It's a gopher. Or is it a kappa? I don't know what it is.
It's pretty cute.
You would say that. You would say that. Alright. I'm actually happy that either Weiss and Bell have found a way to survive a little longer in the hollow here. And what is this? Is that supposed to be like a lunchbox? You find a lunchbox. I knew it. After bracing yourself, you crack it open and peek inside. Whether lucky or lucky, the box is empty. No one would put a ring in a lunchbox. It would spoil the taste. Is that the main concern?
It's a fancy lunchbox?
I wonder if its owner is safe and sound.
Probably. Yes. Another suspicious item is a sign. Alright, you find some scattered oil barrels. After careful searching, you find nothing resembling the ring inside them. Does Sienna actually want to find this so-called ring? What do you mean? She said she's been looking for the wedding ring, but she also said she doesn't need any objects to remember her husband. We've been searching here for so long and found nothing at all. Maybe the ring never existed in the first place. It was just an excuse. Let's go back. You think Sienna might have done something? It's a trap.
What's wrong, Vivian? You seemed worried for a while now. I'm worried about Sienna.
What has she gotten herself into, though?
Her location should still be safe. I hope so.
Yeah, I think Sienna might have caught the attention of Hartman, and she's probably being chased by his assassins. In other words, she's being hunted. Or, I think her daughter got kidnapped, maybe. I'm not sure. Making speculations, and she is not here. Wait, she's dead. She's dead. Oh no, she's dead. Yeah, she's dead. By the time you return, you discover Sienna with her eyes closed peacefully.
Her vital signs are gone.
So she dead.
What happened? I guess this was her final scam.
Scam. Okay, enlighten us. Shortly before.
There's one thing I must remind you. Your time is running out.
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right. I'm going to die in here. That's my plan.
But where's your daughter in this?
I'm very sick and don't have much longer. If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on my daughter.
God damn it.
So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock Insurance.
And let me guess, they screwed you over, huh?
Once some time has passed, could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow? That will secure a generous compensation package for my daughter.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. A corruption insurance. So she is here to get corrupted. That explains why she didn't have any protection. She purposely got corrupted severely enough to die. And she's selling her own body as, I guess you could say, research material. I don't know, I'm not sure. And probably just claim the insurance to put on her daughter's name. But ain't she too young for that? Does she have any other members? The Ravenlocks has got to stop with this bull crap.
It's only what the Ravenlocks owe me. A pity, yes. But it's the only way I can squeeze it out of them.
What makes you think that will help you?
I just trust you will. I'm just awfully sorry you had to get involved in this. But it's something I must do. I have to leave something behind for my girl. I have to give her a chance at life. If it's okay, could you also please pass a message to Mira for me? Tell her, don't worry. Even if Mommy's body is corrupted, withers away, and turns to dust, my love for you will always be there. Thank you. You're a good kid.
What is wrong with you people? Sorry, after saying this, Vivian falls silent for a moment.
She was betting that we'd help her. So, you were aware of this the whole time? Yes. Because I saw it.
She saw how she dies, huh? So Vivian falls silent for a moment, as if recalling the memory back when she shed tears in front of Sienna.
You might not believe me, but I've had this ability to see the future since I was a little girl. But the things I see are always something bad. Plagues, deaths, disasters. That's all I've ever been able to see.
It's all that kid's fault!
Oh, damn. Just because she sees in the future, they have an excuse to blame her for their misfortunes. Wow.
She's seriously jinxed.
I always try to avoid her. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again.
Prophecies, she says. Like she's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
Oh, hell. I don't like that what you're saying, dude. The only bad luck you got is upon yourself. Don't blame her for your shitty luck.
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What good is saying you're sorry? Things like this keep happening every time you open your mouth!
Or you make bad decisions, lady. Shut the heck up. Sorry.
How unlucky. She shouldn't be here. Nobody wants her around.
Then why are you sticking around with her?
If only she would just disappear.
Oh, you better behave.
I just wanted to warn you all. I'm sorry.
Wow. After recounting the stories of her past, Vivian stays silent for a long time, as if struggling to break free from the shackles of those dark memories.
Every time. Every time it's the same.
You know, it's funny. It's the same kind of thing that I saw in another video game. I can't remember if it's called Life is Strange. I don't remember the title of the game, but it's this. I'm not sure if it's the second one or the third one, about the main character being an empath where she reads emotions. Of course, being young, you would try to say something and warn people or say something, but it always backfires. Then I'm reminded of an anime that has a character that I think reads minds, and yeah, it just makes me sad on that type of thing, like real sad.
In the end, there's nothing I can change. Sometimes I even wonder whether it's me predicting these things, or if my very existence is manifesting these calamities.
Hey, don't say that about yourself. It's not your fault. Exactly.
Vivian, it's not your fault.
Hug your...
You were just trying to be kind and warn them about impending disasters.
It's not your fault that the other people that you try to warn are just pretentious a-holes. Or douches. Or bitter idiots.
I can tell it's never been easy for you.
Thank you. No matter what. I just hope she finally gets to rest in peace.
That's all we can do. But who will take care of the kid?
I hope no misfortune, whether I foresee it or not, ever happens to anyone.
So, Miss Vivian, do you always cry when you have a prophecy? Yes. Every time a prophecy appears, I can't help but shed tears. I used to wonder if I could just hold back my tears, then maybe these bad things wouldn't happen. But I just couldn't do it. No matter how hard I try, I just can't. You're being too hard on yourself. Vivian falls silent for a moment, seemingly unwilling to continue the topic. Sienna said that the compensation from the Ravenlock family's hollow corruption insurance is enough to settle her daughter Mira for life. Though it's hard to imagine the notoriously stingy Hartman engaging in such a money-losing business. Maybe Topps demands it. Maybe he wants to improve his reputation. I think the first one. Yeah, I think so too. Actually, there have been more rumors that Ravenlock family had fallen out of favor with Topps for a while now. That's why they're becoming so desperate, afraid of being abandoned by the mighty Topps. Sienna is actually a skilled intelligence broker. She retired from the business a while ago. I see. No wonder she was able to gather classified information. She said she tried many ways, but everything was useless against the untouchable Ravenlock family. She still couldn't avenge her lover. But I believe everything she did was meaningful. The same goes for you, Miss Vivian. Everyone, it seems there are theories nearby. It's not safe to linger. Let's keep moving forward.
Roxy, do you believe that the future can be changed?
Are we trying to leave her body behind then?
Whoa, that's kind of an out-of-the-blue question. Let me think. I think it can. Is that so?
Yeah, I'm just double checking if I missed anything at all.
In my memory, this has happened countless times already. Why can I only see these misfortunes? Why can't I even have a sliver of happiness?
Leave it to me, Andy. Recalibrating.
Down steady. The fissure that we're looking for is up ahead.
Alright, you got anything else to say? Alright, good. Alright.
Adjusting for wind.
Now you can. Off balance.
Show no mercy.
Done.
Quick shot.
Right on cue.
The target's weary.
Move behind me. Resolve.
You're in my sight.
Nice, nice, nice.
I think it's about time.
We should take that lady out of the hollow. You guys go on.
Thank you. She gave us the intel we needed, so this is the least we could do. I hope everything else goes well for you.
Trigger and Ambi leave.
Master Proxy, is there anything you'd like to know? You can just ask.
About your prophecies of disaster, let's wait until you feel comfortable telling me.
I'm curious about your story, Vivian. But we can talk more once you feel ready. Don't worry, I can wait.
That's the only thing I can say, because I don't want to make her more uncomfortable, as is. She only just barely came out of that crack of the shell here and tell us most of the reasons.
You're the first person to ever say that to me. I'd be happy to share my story with you.
I take the long waiting game here.
These premonitions I see are not within my control, and they always come to me in a flash, like a flood of images in my mind. Most of the time, I see death, disease, accidents, and disasters. Of course, there are also some non-fatal mutilations, but every time, without exception, they end up happening. And I can never prevent or change them. That's all I have to say about it. If that offends Master Proxy and you don't want to hang out with me anymore, then I can understand.
I mean, I don't mind. Why would I be offended?
Why would I be offended? That's just who you are, Vivian. Besides, we're friends.
I've always considered this ability as a curse.
It's not a curse. I think it's a gift.
It's not a curse. If anything, I think you've been given a gift.
Thank you. Really. Well, it's getting late. Bringer's belongings ought to be around here somewhere. Let's take a closer look.
Okay, so I guess the rest is non-combat as it is here, so. Oh, that's a nice pull though. Looks like we're in a motel, I would assume. Let's go up here for a bit. Oh wait, I can't go up here. Damn it. Oh wait. Vending machine? Air? Oh look. Aristona tea. I remember the brand of tea. Found it. The vending machine. Bringer's belongings are probably stashed away in here. So why the vending machine? That's a good question. That's the intelligence I got. Maybe Bringer thought this was a good spot? Anyway, let's look around first. So you search the vending machine up and down, but you find nothing.
Looks like it isn't in here.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Why would you put things in the vending machine of all places? You can't fit anything in the vending machine. Can you? You'll be surprised. Another vending machine? I knew it. There must be other vending machines nearby. This should be the one. Brings belongings. What could they be? So again, you search the vending machine in front of you thoroughly. Still nothing.
Strange. There's nothing in here.
But I see the chests. Alright. Oh look, it's another vending machine. Other ones. Proxy, I have a feeling. Bringer's belongings are definitely inside this vending machine in front of us. I believe you. Is this your prophecy? No, I have never predicted anything good. Anyway, let's search it thoroughly. So you carefully search the vending machine and still find nothing. Just as you are about to give up, you kick the vending machine by accident. Where a drink would normally roll out, a worn-out notebook appears instead. Wow, Master Proxy. So this is how it's done. You're leagues ahead of professional intelligence brokers. I mean, it's a... Oh, are you kidding me? Hugo's here? Really?
Is that all?
Okay, so... he's here. Bringer's notebook. Bringer's notebook, old and worn looking, it seems to have a lot of locations of interest marked down.
This is it. This notebook is what Bringer left behind. But I don't know what these markings on it mean.
So you and Vivian flick through the Bringer's notebook together, ignoring the surrounding danger for some time, until a shriek of an ethereal suddenly rings out nearby. However, a moment later, a strange yet familiar figure materializes to block the ethereal, disposing of it with ease. Of course he'd be here.
Well, hello, Master Proxy. It's been a while.
Great, the creeper's here.
Oh, don't give me that scandalized look. I did just save your lives.
I would have protected the proxy even if you hadn't appeared.
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area. Worry not, dear companion. I have complete confidence in your strength.
Great, we got vampires here. Wait a minute. Companion? So you two know each other?
Hang on, did you say companion? So you two know each other?
Apologies. I didn't have a chance to mention it before. I'm actually part of the Phantom Thief Syndicate, Mockingbird.
Of course.
That's right. I was only able to slip in during the auction thanks to some help from Vivian backstage.
Of course. So you were only bidding on the collection so you could get backstage.
So, the whole time, you were only bidding on the collection so you could get backstage and mess with things?
I warned you before. You can't rely on appearances.
Don't worry, Master Proxy. We don't have any ulterior motives here.
Says only the people that would say we don't have any ulterior motives here would have ulterior motives.
As you've probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned Phantom Thieves syndicate in New Eridu that, despite its longevity, has managed to maintain the secrecy of its members' identities to this day. So, disclosing our identities to you is essentially the highest sign of good faith that a Mockingbird Phantom Thief can show.
Kind of makes sense, but like I said,
But Lycon said that you're very dangerous and we should be careful.
Then I imagine he's also told you about some of our past. And I'm sure you know that in a complex situation like ours, you shouldn't listen to either side over the other. Mockingbird's purpose is very simple, really. To form long-standing and cooperative relationships with outstanding proxies like yourself.
I'm not sure.
We need your abilities.
Before you make any decisions, please allow me to briefly explain the concept behind the Mockingbird Syndicate. We all know there isn't anything in this world that's fair. A prime example being the uneven distribution of wealth. People from tops splurge on luxurious collectibles, while the poor have to gamble with their own lives just to get by.
I'm not sure if he's trying to say all this stuff to get me to side with him or anything like that. I don't know. I just don't believe in what he's trying to say. I ain't gonna believe any cuckoo stories, man.
Of course. Besides wealth, there's also an unequal distribution in this world of happiness and suffering, hope and despair, love and hate. It's all just so unfair. Somebody has to do something to tilt the balance of the scales. And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who deserve to have more. If you ask me, that's enough to be considered a form of justice.
I don't know. Honestly, I disagree. I don't know. Here's a question. If you've done that, then why steal the jewel that contains a sacrificed core? That's a question.
I don't really agree with this form of justice.
No matter. Words inherently come with limitations. I intend to let my actions do all the talking. However, Aside from these philosophical considerations, we also have a crisis on our hands to deal with. As you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the power of sacrifice to launch an attack on all of New Eridu. We can provide you with all the latest intel, just like that notebook you found. Something those pompous housekeepers would never be willing to do. And the most crucial part of this whole game, the sacrifice core, is currently in my possession. I think that makes this a highly competitive deal.
I don't know.
We share the same goal for the moment, stopping the impending disaster from playing out.
I need some time to think about it. Yeah.
I need some time to think about it.
How about this? If you still have misgivings about our upcoming cooperation, then why don't you bring Lycon along with you?
Now that's saying something, buddy.
He's got the support of the mayor's office behind him, and his presence alone is enough to keep me in check. That would put you more at ease, right? Of course, you're welcome to bring some other friends along, provided they aren't from public security or HSO.
Well, if those are the terms, you've got a deal.
Well, if you're willing to let my friends come along, then you've got a deal. Great. It's a deal. By the way, Proxy, this is for you.
Okay, so fancy collectible. A collectible gifted by Vivian. Looks like an expensive and exquisite piece of art, but it seems hollow inside. Might that mess with its value?
Consider it a souvenir commemorating our first time working together.
For now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that notebook. I'll contact you if anything comes up.
Okay. After leaving the Hollow, Hugo and the others return to the video store. What? Oh, hell no. I'm playing as him now? Okay. Okay. Although I will admit, good outfit? I just don't want to. Since we're already at the video store, should we ask Master Proxy to recommend some films? My apologies, everyone, but I need to take my leave and go to take care of my art gallery now. So you actually own a gallery? I also need a convenient social identity for various reasons. The title of gallery owner works quite well. Alright, I'll stay with Master Proxy for a bit longer. But Hugo, you've been oddly busy lately. You're not hiding something from me, are you? Well, shortly before... Oh, we got that flashback noir here. Find the intermediary KC. Let's see how it works. Yep, one pocket in one hand and... Alright. I don't like your look, dude. You look like a stoner Shaggy. I'm sorry. Well, if it isn't our dear collector, Mr. Hugo. Long time no see. I assume you finished the task I asked you to do, yes? Done as promised. I've already found buyers for the goods you gave me. No shortage of big names among them. Of course, I've also recommended your gallery to them as instructed, and spread the word about it in the circle. But getting rid of all this exquisite stuff so suddenly, you're not in trouble, are you? If you have funding issues, I'm also your guy. I've got friends who offer loan services. Thank you for your concern, but my cash flow is very healthy, and I have more than just you as my middleman. In essence, I'm just looking to boost my gallery's reputation in the scene. I see. Those rare pieces in your collection definitely caught a few eyes. I'm sure they're all looking forward to collaborating with you. Thank you for the kind words. Alright, it's getting late. I should head off now. See you next time. Now the time to find that guy. I remember him mentioning that he would dress up in something more presentable this time. And we're gonna go into the metro, right? Let's meet at Luminous Square. Alright, so let's find that well-dressed informant. I mean, it can't be you. It can't be you. I assume this is serious. Let's ask him. When the musician's bird strings breaks, the gatekeeper whispers to me, in which hand hides the coin for the underworld fairman. The left hand holds death, the right hand holds deception, but the raven has already flown away with the answer. I can't get over the embarrassment every time I say this. It's quite poetic, isn't it? I mean, what's more well-dressed than this? The meeting with Hartman has been scheduled. He'll be waiting for you in that same private suite. Or should I say, waiting for Hugo, the renowned collector and art gallery owner. Thanks. I knew I could count on you. Still, I have to ask. You're not looking to make the Ravenlocks your enemy, are you? And if I say I am? Not like I can stop you anyway. You've already caused a scene at the auction. That robe of hero stunt. I can't believe you came up with that. Hartman's been on the move lately. That organ trafficking case from before is linked to him too. I also heard that they're dropping big money on some kind of drug research. The Ravenlocks have always been a bunch of cold-blooded bastards, doing all kinds of messed up things that make your blood boil, and swept everything under the rug with money and power, leaving the victims with no justice. But Hartman? He's the worst of the bunch. Rumor says that he personally took out the previous heir and clawed his way to the throne. I know. Relax. I don't plan on clashing with him head-on. I just ate and suddenly just catches my throat here. You better not. I don't want to witness Monkeybird's folly trying to crack a stone with an egg. I prefer to see it as more of a gambit. I can never win an argument against you anyway. Don't forget, the Ravenlock family's in bed with those Exaltus lunatics. Who knows what awful scheme they've been cooking up lately. In any case, as your old friend, I sincerely wish you all the best. Thank you. By the way, how's Lycon doing lately? I haven't seen him in a while. What? I know you two split up, but it's been years. Are you still not over it? Don't know. Don't care. If there's nothing else, I'll get going now. Alright, fine. Good luck. The students nearby seem to be having an intense discussion, and you hear a familiar name. Pardon me. Nothing to wash it down with water. So, that Mockingbird Phantom Thieves syndicate only looks flashy, but hasn't actually accomplished anything, right? Tops remains unshakable, and those big families are just a step away from getting total control. It's possible that even the mayor can't keep them in check. But doesn't the mere existence of the Mockingbird serve as some kind of warning? Every time they release a crime warning letter, fear erupts among the evildoers. Really? But what can they actually change? In the end, it's probably just a game. To the big shots, Mockingbird is just like a fly, annoying, but not deadly. So they just let it be. So what do you think should happen? If you ask me, you have to dismantle everything from within if you truly want change. Without power or influence, it's all futile. The first step should be accumulating resources by any means necessary. and if possible, joining Tops. After all, to establish a new order, the old one must be demolished, and just like how creation requires destruction. That sounds exactly like something a villain would say. If it's really possible to join Chops, many would probably defect immediately. True, who would turn down money? It's almost time for the meeting with Hartman. Time to go. Wow. That's actually deep. And I can't believe I'm meeting with the head ass of the bunch. Your invitation has been confirmed. Esteemed guest, would you like to enter the private suite now? Let's enter the suite. Alright, I need to fix that sticking mic, apparently, the quiet system. Alright, we got an arrogant man. You're the one who has business with Master Hartman? Correct. Master Hartman's time is extremely valuable, and he has graced you with this meeting amid his busy schedule. I sincerely hope you bring something substantial to the family. Will we not? I stand here precisely because I have enough leverage. You had better. Step out the way.
How about it? Will you work with me?
Not bad. Let me be honest with you. I have the sacrifice core that you're after.
And you're just saying this to him now.
I am Mockingbird.
So it's you. I never thought you'd be so bold as to come see me alone.
Why would you say this?
Relax, my friend. As you know, if I can sneak into such a heavily guarded auction, then naturally, I can just as easily slip away right now. I'm here with the sincere intention to seek cooperation. I can give you that sacrifice core.
I knew he's twisted.
And what do you want in return?
Wealth, glory, power. The things everyone else in the world wants, I want them too. And I'm confident that as the current heir to the Ravenlock family, those are all things you can give me.
Then you've certainly come to the right place.
Way to stroke the ego.
My family is working on a big project. If things come to fruition, Ravenlock's status in Tops will significantly improve. At which point, I'll be sure to leave a spot for you. Naturally, as an outsider, you are precluded from handling any of our core business. But profits from the scraps alone will be enough to set you up for life.
Mr. Hartman, I think you've misunderstood me. I have no intention of joining the Ravenlock family. In fact, I have an art gallery under my name that does pretty well for itself. I was hoping you could recommend me for Tops.
You want to join Tops? That's easier said than done. Even for a family like ours, it would still require significant effort and...
Just answer me yes or no. I don't think either of us can afford to waste time.
I understand. Yes, you have my word. But in exchange, you'll have to give me the sacrifice core first.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't. I've already hidden it somewhere safe, a place nobody else but me knows. You don't want to put all your chips on the table when dealing with Tops. I know that far too well.
Then that means I also need to keep an eye out when working with the infamous Mockingbird, right?
Mr. Hartman, I should remind you that I stand before you undisguised. Coming from a phantom thief who's never publicly revealed his identity, shouldn't that be sufficient assurance? If I betray you, then you merely need to lift a finger to wipe me from the face of this world.
You do make a valid point there. In that case, you have a deal.
I appreciate your trust.
Why don't we celebrate our new partnership with a toast?
Hartman calls over the waiter and pours out 2 glasses of some expensive-looking deep crimson liquid wine. He lifts his glass and nods to Hugo before draining it in one gulp. Hugo flashes a smug grin as he follows suit and takes a gulp.
Having a drink before undertaking anything important is a family tradition. It's good luck.
As an outsider, it's a real honor.
By the way, you aren't the only member of your organization, are you? Shouldn't all your companions agree to this deal first?
You don't have to worry about that. I'll make sure she agrees. Otherwise, I'll get rid of her too.
So she went behind her back, huh?
Seems you'll do whatever it takes to get things done. Great things lie ahead for someone like you. All right, let's leave it at that for today. I'll contact you about what to do next.
That's him! He's the one who killed Serena!
She was the only one who was ever any good to him, right? That's how he repays her?
Wow. Look at this. I think he got blamed for something he didn't do, apparently.
That's why they say once a mongrel, always a mongrel. Just look into his eyes.
Father! We have to punish him!
Serena had been ranking ahead of him. Hugo must have poisoned her water so he could pass her.
Pure evil. Typical for an impure bloodline. He should have been kicked out ages ago.
Hugo, did you do all this?
Yes, it was me. I killed her.
He admitted it! Father, he must be expelled!
He has no right to live under the same roof as us.
Why don't we reunite him with Serena then? Nobody would ever know.
Jesus, kid! Are you children? Why would you have that thought?
Hugo, well done.
Oh, and he approves.
My children, how many times have I told you before? In this world, only the most ruthless, cruel, and unscrupulous of people ever make it to the top. Like Hugo here, who was willing to murder his only true loved one without a second thought. Only someone with the means and the gumption to do that is qualified to be my heir.
But I...
It's all over now, and the results are obvious. The winner of this month's assessment is Hugo. As for the rest of you, go to the usual place for the punishment you deserve.
Jesus, dude. His father is a total cruel dude.
Father! Before this, I was number one.
As I've told you before, there's only room for one winner in this family. You're still a loser, even if it's by the smallest margin. And there's no reason for a loser to exist.
Is he going to kill his children? Just for that?
This is all for your own good. Do you understand?
Or not?
Go on now. Receive your punishment for the sake of the family.
I don't think he's going to kill his children, but I think he's going to... I don't know what he... I don't know. I'm speechless.
Yes, I understand. I'm sorry.
Wow.
That really brought up some unpleasant memories. It won't be long. Soon, it'll all be over.
What is he... I can only assume what he's gonna plan. Is he going to activate a sacrifice at where all the members of TOPS is at? I don't know. On the other side, after Hugo leaves... Ooh, pardon me. My dinner just really came up, and it's... Ooh. Proxy, you look like you have something to say. About that show someone, we're still not letting this go. Well, the truth is, we've always wanted a chance to work with you. Hugo said you're the best proxy he's ever met. The chosen proxy, in other words, chosen one. Fine, I'll believe you. By the way, are you free now? If you're not busy, would you mind taking a walk outside with me? Anywhere is fine. I guess she's asking us on a date. You arrive at Luminous Square with Vivian. Alright. We're going to enjoy our little time and time.
Thank you for escorting me here, Proxy. Today was quite eventful. If I were to head back now, I probably wouldn't be able to fall asleep.
Alright. So we're
You're
taking
a child that only brings misfortune.
taking a evening stroll, huh?
People have been saying that about me for a long time. I used to feel hurt and resentful. But now that I think about it, it's perfectly normal for people to react that way.
Alright. Yeah.
Why do I only predict suffering?
Who knows?
If I could predict happy things, joyful things, would people like me a little more?
I like you.
Maybe. Fate truly is set in stone.
Well, nothing's set in stone yet.
Often, I want to help these people avoid their miserable fates.
We can certainly try.
For a time, I even thought that I was successful, that I could change people's destiny. But it was all an illusion. In the end, I couldn't do anything at all. So, I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift.
Aw. We got a point.
Thank you, Proxy.
We got 2 points.
I'm so glad to have met you.
Not you.
And you're also a fan of Lord Phaethon.
Uh-huh.
It's like we were fated to meet.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I feel completely at ease when I'm by your side.
What?
I feel like I'm free from judgment, from blame. Like, I don't need to worry about anything, and can just be my own true self.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps people really do possess an aura. And ours just so happen to be extremely compatible.
As in?
By the way, you asked me before about Hugo. I don't really know much about him. He rarely ever talks about his past. But judging from his eye colors, you can guess he's probably the bastard son of a renowned family.
That he is.
I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes, and even wanted to get rid of him at one point. But then his family offered a huge price and bought him off his mother for some reason. And just like that, he moved from a leaky and drafty boarding room to a luxurious mansion. But he's also mentioned that the extravagant home is actually like hell for him. I think it's probably because the family treats him terribly. I digress. He ran away and ended up meeting Lycon and his master. After that, they formed Mockingbird together and experienced a rare period of happiness.
Whoops. I think I kind of clicked accidentally. Alright. Yeah, until Lycan's betrayal. Alright, so what's your take on Hugo?
So, what's your take on Hugo?
I imagine I would still be wandering around now if I had never met him. To me, Hugo is just like an older brother. I've always felt as though he's carrying some heavy burden with him. But that's a secret he's kept to himself. Something he'll never tell me. Sometimes when I look into his eyes, I can feel that he's really struggling with something. Even though he may say some extreme things, Hugo really isn't a bad person. I think one day he'll tell me his secret. Until then, I just have to wait. Wait and trust him.
So after chatting with for a while, you say goodnight to Vivian. It's getting late, time to head back to the video store and get some proper rest. Belle, you came back home late today. I had a long chat with Vivian. I had a chat about life with a friend. Yeah, I see. It's getting late, so let's call it a day. Once Vivian said and the others said get in touch, we'll have a lot to investigate. So, Belle, Vivian has contacted us, so it's probably the next morning. She said you'll be investigating the Hollow tomorrow. In addition to her, Hugo and Lycon and Ambi, whom we recommended before, will also join this operation. She'll explain the details when she comes to pick you up at the video store tomorrow. But are you still planning on heading straight into the Hollow like you did the last few times? I mean, I'm used to it, and Vivian and the others will protect me. Alright, with so many friends around this time, there shouldn't be as much risk. I'll wait for you at home, then. No matter what, remember, safety first. Let's get some rest for now. So yeah, again, it's going to tell us, immersive story time, you cannot do anything else, so let's go ahead and convert. So after a good night's rest, the next morning arrives as promised. And just like that, Vivian holds it to her apprentice and she picks us up for our outing. Good morning, Proxy. Long story short, we analyzed the locations marked in Bringer's notebook and found no pattern between the coordinates, but they all seem well hidden. Hugo suspects that we might find something stashed at the coordinates, but it's unclear whether it will be pleasant or be terrifying. In any case, we need to investigate. Our destination today is the Ballet Twins. Let's head there together. So we're back at the Ballet Twins again. It's been a while. There's not much here. Just trash and more trash. Still, they haven't fixed that car crash on the vents here and here, but... And the statue still looks weird to me. And they never clean the statue. What the heck? Alright, Vivian. Why am I here?
It appears we're the first to arrive. I thought we were running late. This might sound weird, but it's nice to think about getting to work with you from now on.
I appreciate that, and we are whizzing.
I don't really know why that makes me feel so happy.
Oh?
Oh!
I think it's the same reaction when it's either me or, Belle or Weiss.
It's because we're fellow fans! Anyone who likes Lord Phaethon can't be a bad guy.
I mean, I think she's getting the feeling that we might be Phaethon, but that she might be in denial. I'm not sure. We just got that energy that we both have. You're right.
For sure. Of course, Lord Phaethon is the greatest there will ever be, but you're definitely the best proxy I've ever met in person. Hugo told me before that you're really skilled, and he said we'd get along great. Oh, by the way, would you like to come by my place if you have time later?
It has been about 3 days, and we're already getting invited to her house. Oh my.
I have a huge collection of Lord Phaethon merch.
I am worried. There's a merch about us? Does Phaethon really have merch?
Phaethon, Lord Phaethon doesn't have any merch out there, right? I mean, we don't even know what he looks like, for starters.
It's all my own original merch. Like screenshots of old internet comments.
Huh?
I print them out and turn them into postcards.
Wait.
Plus the avatars Lord Phaethon's used, the
What?
music playlists they recommend. I've organized it all.
Okay, this is where I'm about to there's a line to cross here. I mean, it's not our identities now, but still, it's getting weird.
I'd love to show it all to you if we get the chance.
I appreciate that. Yes, please do. Oh, I don't know what to choose.
I'm super curious to see all that. Please be sure to show me sometime. Splendid! Let's book a time and you can come by my place and see all my Lord Faithen merch! Speaking of which, what's taking those two so long?
I think they're trying to find ways to avoid each other and not meet at any way.
Hugo said he had some preparations to do before entering the Hollow. I wonder how that's coming along.
Meanwhile, Hugo is preparing for the upcoming operation in another part of Lumina. Same old routine, shopping first. About time to stock up on chocolate anyway. Wait, do you only eat chocolate? I guess that you are a vampire and you gotta build some chocolate for your blood sugar, right? I don't know. Rations, bottled water, and those chocolate coins. I'll take all of them in the bag, thank you. Yeah, he already knows. At this moment, a familiar figure appears. Hugo. Oh, what a coincidence. I didn't expect to see you here. Evidently, I didn't expect it either. Otherwise, I would have chosen a different store. Are you preparing for the operation? Are you blind? Oh, by the way, thank you for joining us this time and lending your combat prowess. If you could also refrain from revealing our secrets to your dear master, that would be perfect. The manager that went over this with me. You have my word that as long as your actions does not cause harm, I will keep everything in secret. How awfully kind of you. Alright, I'm short on time, so I'll be off now. Enjoy your shopping. I'm surprised they didn't get into a brawl. So, get some emergency meds for the pharmacy. He's like being all prepared, isn't he? Emergency medications need restocking too. Guess I'll stick to the ones I'm used to. So, at this moment, a familiar figure appears once again. Don't tell me it's Lycan. Again! Do you know what, Lycan? If I were in your shoes and foresaw an awkward encounter with a former partner, I'd choose to go away. Time is short, and this is the only pharmacy around. Besides, I don't see any need to avoid you. Again? Wait, are you serious? Tune your RNW engines on 6th Street. You're here again. I feel like Lycan is stalking this man for a reason. And I'm not sure. Okay, let them talk it out.
This is getting to be more than just a coincidence, don't you think? Or perhaps you are actually stalking me.
If I was stalking you, you wouldn't ever know.
Okay, this is getting weird.
Overconfident as always. You haven't changed at all.
We just make it a habit to check the state of our weapons prior to combat.
Thanks for that little reminder. I almost forgot.
I didn't expect you to let me join.
What else could I do? Master Proxy would have insisted on having you join us. I never expected for us to have a chance to enjoy some pleasant conversation like this. Without our weapons drawn, that is. It really has been too long. I still remember when we first established Mockingbird.
Indeed. That was a long time ago. Thankfully, Jack went in peace.
So this is a point in time where their mentor has just passed away, and he's mourning, and he's just embracing the wind of the outside. Like he finally stepped out of his coffin for thousands of years just to get fresh air.
He must have known about his condition for some time. He even left us with instructions. Passing peacefully in your sleep is the most natural way to go. I'm happy for him. By the way, Lycan, have you given it any thought yet?
You mean about our guild for Phantom Thieves?
Yeah. It's time for us to build an organization of our own. Jack always supported the idea, didn't he?
I don't have any objections. But what should we call it then?
How about Mockingbird? It's a bird known for mimicking the calls of others to blend in. The same way we don high society roles for ourselves when we're out on a mission. Oh, oops. I nearly forgot. You're a terrible actor, and you're always flubbing your lines. I guess we can rule out that name, then.
No, call it Mockingbird. We're always just putting on an act, aren't we? I won't slip up on our next mission. Besides, we still ran missions together even when we didn't have a name. Having one now won't really make a difference.
No. It does make a difference, Lycon. And I don't just want a name. I want Mockingbird to become a symbol. Like the sword of Damocles hanging over everyone's heads. Striking fear into the hearts of the rich and cruel whenever they hear the name. Just like Jack used to say, this world isn't fair. So that's why we have to influence it however we can. And change things in our own way.
But on the basis of not causing harm to other people's lives. That's also what Jack used to say. You remember, don't you?
Of course I remember. All right. I promise.
That sounded pretty forced. Don't forget, things don't end well for people who break their oaths.
I'm good for my word. You must trust your fellow companions. That's also something Jack would say.
Are they all always competing against each other?
Well then, today's the day that Mockingbird will officially start flying.
Pun intended. Let me take a look. It is quite wholesome. There's only one graveyard in the middle of a desert.
Our first order of business, deciding on our symbol.
Hugo and Lycan share a rare moment of peaceful reminiscence. Meanwhile, on the proxy side, the others joining the operation finally arrive. And look, it's Ambi again. My sweet
Looks like
burger
we're all
butcher.
here. Hugo, you're late again.
Alright, I'll let this conversation go.
Do forgive me. Someone was pestering me and wasting my precious time.
Okay, that's passed. Alright, other than familiar faces, we also have a new friend joining us for this operation. Seems that Miss Ambi is the reinforcements recommended by the manager. A pleasure to meet you. I'm Hugo. Hello. The proxy has already updated me on the necessary information. Rest assured, I will keep it confidential. So, before entering the Hollow, let's confirm the mission's objective once again. We'll be heading to one of the coordinates marked in Bringer's notebook and searching the area. Based on relevant information, these coordinates may contain secrets related to the Exaltists. These could be the treasures, or something awful. We'll have to explore and find out. If there are no further questions, let's begin now.
I didn't expect the coordinates in Bringer's notes to lead here.
Oh, are you familiar with this place?
I didn't click it.
More familiar than you, it seems.
Proxy, if they're being too noisy, can I take action?
Yes, you can, please.
Off balance.
Alright. I'm more afraid that when the game lags like this, the game will just cut me off and disrupt my recording process. So I'm trying to, like, not go fast or take it slow. Anything at all. Okay, big door.
I don't enjoy obstacles in my path. Can we not bust the door open?
The generator room should be nearby.
Damn it, I did it again. Bust the door open? Yeah, sure.
Over here.
Okay.
Wow, you really know this place like the back of your paw.
I'm just waiting for the dialogue. Okay, I keep saying it already, and I hate myself for doing that. Alright, another special event?
Master Proxy, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's something wrong with the circuit. It seems to be blocked.
Don't tell me. Victoria Housekeeping's high and mighty attendants can't even fix a simple circuit.
I can fix it, but I'll need a circuit diagram before I can do anything. I've seen diagrams for this type of circuit before. It's a pity that we're unable to connect to the outside world from inside the hollow.
Just leave that problem to me.
Just leave that problem to me.
Belle, I just sent an image of a circuit diagram to your phone. Check if you received it.
Thank you very much, Master Proxy. Now then, let's start repairing this circuit.
Master Proxy, I've organized the circuit related to modules. You just need to connect them the same way as you've done before. Alright, so I'm gonna pre-plan this. Alright. There we go. And there we go.
The circuit is fixed. We should now be able to open that door.
Wait up. Wait a second.
Huh?
Something just doesn't add up.
Why is that music like that? What's going on?
It's all coming together now.
Uh-huh.
Communicating with the outside world from within a hollow.
Did she get it?
And getting that circuit diagram. In theory, there's only one person who could ever do that.
Is she gonna realize that we are Phaethon, the Belle is Phaethon? Or is she say, you just spoken with Lord Phaethon, didn't you?
Could it be your Lord Phaethon?
Mm-hmm.
Impossible. There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, only Phaethon could have done that. I mean, you're an incredible proxy, sure. And you're a good person. But could you really be Lord Phaethon?
Nope, you've got the wrong person. That's me, I'm Phaethon. I don't know if I should tell her. I don't know. I mean, technically, I am part of Phaethon. Phaethon is not just one person, but two. Siblings, can you just say it? Don't just say, I'm Phaethon, Belle. Don't say you're just Phaethon, Belle. Say that your sibling is Phaethon as well. They're both Phaethons. Oh. I don't want to break her world here, guys. Might as well.
That's me. I'm Phaethon. Sorry, I just never had the chance to tell you.
Unbelievable. Lord Phaethon! I've been your biggest fan for years now! Goodness me, Lord Phaethon was right in front of me all along, and I had no idea. This is like a dream.
The face that you're making right here, Belle. Just saying, yes, I've been handling this nonsense for quite a while.
Could you... I mean, if you're willing, could you please give me an autograph? And a group photo?
And... Sure, no problem. Let's wait until we're out of the hollow first.
Anything you want. We just gotta get out of the hollow first.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guess I got a little too excited.
Anyone would be enraptured meeting someone they admire that much.
Yeah, if I ever met my favorite movie director, I'd be the same.
Right.
We should keep moving. This isn't the best place for idle chit-chat.
Okay. That was
the door's
weird.
finally open.
That was weird and a half. Okay, Just got back from my break, got me some water, and I'm ready to go. Forgot the ice though, but again, weird bang door. Okay.
The proxy is Phaethon. Phaethon is the proxy.
Do you need time to process this, Vivian?
This is a dream. I never went to wake up.
Okay.
Stop.
I think I may have unintentionally created something far worse than a fan. I mean, you gotta tell it the truth at some point, yeah?
The fissure over there should lead to our destination.
I think Vivian needs some time to process that we're Phaethon as well. I wonder if she'll find out if I showed her my brother as well, or my sibling as well, in the game. I forgot that I had my TV on. Sorry. Alright.
Lycon, your fighting style wasn't so reserved in the past.
I've matured.
You call this mature? You're just being pretentious.
Are you still beating each other out here? Settle down, you two. We're in the middle of a fight.
Wide open.
Jeez.
A difficult foe, that one. Let us leave this place at once. Ensuring Master Proxy's safety is our highest priority.
Yeah, I won't let anything happen to you, Lord Phaethon.
Well, she's now high-spirited.
Loyalty. Lord Phaethon, how are you feeling?
Okay.
Are you tired? Do you need a break? Some food? Water?
Okay.
Thank you for your concern. I'm fine.
I think I made a mistake of telling her the truth. Now we have something else other than a diehard fan. We may have unintentionally created a stalker. I don't know. I don't know what to say. You're blocked off by a complicated mechanism. The door just opened.
Master, a complex mechanism has been detected ahead. To pass through, you need to activate all 3 smaller mechanisms. Suggestion: split up and handle them simultaneously to save time.
So we gotta cover 3 different places.
So we have to head to 3 different places to crack this thing.
Huh? We're splitting into 3 groups?
Oh.
In that case, I'll protect you, Master Proxy.
Okay. Okay, I regret my. I don't think I regret. I both regret and not regret my decision.
I can take care of one myself.
As always, Bambi. I almost called her Bambi.
That leaves the last one to me, then.
Oh, don't cut off, Hugo.
You should go with Hugo.
Uh-oh.
What's that supposed to mean? We get along just fine, don't we, Miss Cunninghair?
Hey, don't fool the burger girl. She knows what's going on.
I don't know what's going on with you two, but you've been bickering the whole time. It's annoying.
Yeah, she's not wrong.
This is a good chance for you guys to build some rapport. Anby's got a point. Hugo, just go with Lycon.
Yeah, she's basically telling him, get the hell, go and get along with your friend, or get along with the guy that you supposedly hate. I'm staying with my beloved. Yeah, she's like, don't waste time. Let me stay with my beloved until things get done.
You just want to be alone with your Lord Faithin, don't you?
Yeah.
Vivian?
Yeah, she's not lying. He's not wrong.
Huh? That's not it.
Is that not it? Okay, it's all decided then.
All right. Sounds like a plan. It's all decided then.
If Master Proxy says so, then sure. But, like home, you better not slow me down.
I really want to recommend you to some movies for a crash course on teamwork.
This is bad, isn't it? So if there are no objections, let's proceed with the assigned squads. You really enjoy posing as a leader, don't you? I believe everyone is well aware that within the Holo, Master Proxy is the only leader. Do you enjoy arguing like this? Does it make you happy? Clearly it doesn't, Miss Anby. Lord Faithin, are you tired? Would you like to rest for a moment? Can I use your lap, please? Let's keep moving. I'm fine. As the proxy said, let's make it quick, friends. Alright. I guess you're going with me. And she's off protecting me.
Lord Faithin, there are too many ethereals here.
I'm sure.
We have to find a way to close that door and stop the ethereals from flooding in.
Okay. As soon as you stop talking. Dialogue wise, ow. I'm sorry! Lord Faithin, I'll leave the door to you. Don't worry, I will take care of these ethereals. I will not let these ethereals touch Lord Faithin. What is this one? What is this? Alright, it's a data relink. So control the bamboo signal to relink the data and establish a connection to the Holo. Activate the data links along the path of light and light them all up to reach the endpoint. Passing over and already activate. Okay, I think I know what the type of this is. So it's probably like this. Oop, sorry. Oops, sorry. I meant like this. Oh, wait. I gotta restart it again. Alright, my bad. I just messed things up here. There we go. That's how it works. You gotta light all those blocks up again, but don't let it cross paths. Otherwise, it'll just automatic fail. Ooh. Stay out. Aha. Alright, I shouldn't have interrupted the dialogue as well. Alright, can I go up here for a bit? I want to see if there's anything worth collecting. There's nothing worth collecting. Alright. I think Vivian is over the moon. The fact that she found out that if I'm playing as Wise or Bill, that we are faithful. Yeah, Cloud 9, even above Cloud 9. Alright, 2 consoles here. Alright, so...
Sure enough, Lord Faithin and I share a deeper connection.
I'm already regretting this.
Sorry. I hope I'm not being too forward.
To be honest, I like your forwardness.
Goodness me. Somehow I'm fighting alongside Lord Faithin. It's like all my dreams are coming true.
If only that either Belle or Wise gets to fight alongside Vivian. Actual ability-wise.
I'm going to wake up any second now, aren't I?
No way. I'm real.
No, this isn't a dream. I'm real, see? You can even hold my hand.
Belle, don't. Hold hands. She's gonna faint.
Not only is Lord Faithin incredible, but super kind.
I mean, I think I might have accidentally about to riz her, but... Oh boy.
That's it. I pledge to be a die-hard Lord Phaethon fan until my very last breath.
Why do you like Phaethon? I'm happy to hear that.
I'm happy to hear that, don't get me wrong. But why do you like Phaethon so much, Vivian?
Lord Phaethon is my light.
There's your answer.
The one who saved me in my darkest and most desperate times. Like a deity who rescued me. You probably don't remember, but you really did save me that day.
I wonder how.
Well, it's so embarrassing to say all this in front of you. Sorry. I hope I'm not bothering you too much.
Oh no, not a bother at all. Thank you for your support.
Of course not. Thank you for your loyal support.
I should be the one thanking you. Just being able to see Lord Phaethon makes me the luckiest person in the whole world.
Again, I did mention it already, but now I'm starting to picture that one meme that someone drew, trying to be like that one fan, Miyabi fan, with the yelling, "Step on me!" And now I'm starting to see it again.
Sorry to keep babbling like this. I wonder how the others are doing.
Probably worse for the wear. Ambi's okay, she likes doing things by herself, but I'm not sure about Lycan or Bugo.
I'm sure Anby will be able to manage.
Yep.
She's great at this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But as for Hugo and Lycon, let's just hope they don't get into a fight with each other.
Something tells me that as that has already happened.
Wait a bit.
Alright. Anything else here and there? No. We're good. The final step is to operate this console. Just like in the movies, bring it down a lever with a decisive pull. Great, no monsters. Let's go meet up with the others now. Meanwhile, on Lycan and Hugo's side... Okay.
So, we have to cooperate to solve this problem.
You're not... You're kidding.
That's a real shame.
You're kidding me.
I have no intention of arguing with you right now. Master Proxy and Miss Vivian are elsewhere, and we must rendezvous with them post-haste.
What a coincidence. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I'm sorry, they're trying to clash with each other on purpose.
Just this once. We should trust each other. For the Proxy.
I have no objections.
Very well. Then you'd better keep your word. I know you've never fully trusted me, Lycon, even before it all fell apart.
Okay. This has to stop. Lycon is silent for quite a while, seeming to be caught in some memories from long ago. Please, no more flashbacks.
You wanted to speak to me alone?
Alright, so that must be Jack. Yeah. It is.
I know you and Hugo are as thick as thieves and don't hide anything from one another. But you can't tell him what I'm about to tell you.
Did something happen with him?
Hugo is an intelligent and gifted child. He learns everything I teach with ease. In time, he'll grow beyond me. Reach a place where people will marvel and look up to him as a beacon.
Yeah. As much as I hate to admit it, he always picks things up just a teeny bit quicker than me. But none of that matters, because I can overpower him easy.
I don't think being gifted is a good thing for him.
What do you mean?
He bears a dark and painful past. What he was taught, the hatred he was faced with, everything he picked up. It's all become an integral, inseparable part of him. I believe that beautiful flowers can blossom even in the darkest abyss.
but the roots of that flower would draw from evil instead of good. Hatred instead of love. It's a curse that flows through his lineage. A curse that fate branded him with. I've seen far too many people like that throughout this long life of mine. They struggle with this curse their whole lives. But they all end up failing in the end. The path of light is narrow and fleeting. And the darkness is filled with such temptation that dropping your guard for even just a moment can send you spiraling straight into the abyss.
Do you mean Hugo's going to be a bad guy?
I don't know. I hope he'll always stay true to his heart. That he won't give in to hatred and ambition. That he won't become the dragon that must be slain. But he has inherited the seed of evil. You cannot let it take root. I'm afraid I won't be there to help you. There's not much life left in this old body of mine. So then, Lycon, promise me now. You must hold his chain tight. To restrain him. To stop him. And when necessary, to choke him.
Jeez, that's deep. So back to the present. After a bout of not-so-happy cooperation, Lycon and Hugo finally managed to deal with the mechanism.
You've become slow.
Alright.
Or maybe you've been on guard against me this whole time, and that's what's slowing you down. Looks like I was right. Lycon. I hope you're aware that the one who betrayed Mockingbird and went to work for the Mayflowers was you. Not me. I would never betray my companion.
I don't wish to repeat myself, but you should not break our oath.
That's the path I've chosen, and I'm going to stick to it.
But you know that path will lead you the wrong way.
Who are you to lecture me about right and wrong?
I believe any path that makes you feel pain must be the wrong one.
Your disgusting sympathies make me sick, Lycon. There's only ever been one person who can kill me or save me, and that is me.
Wow. Deep. Too deep. Alright, we're done with our part, so let's get on going ahead. After a while, the teams have completed their respective tasks. Everyone gathers again. I can't believe we're the last squad to arrive. Clearly, this is thanks to a certain somebody. You wouldn't have come in last place if you weren't so busy arguing. For perfectly coordinated partners such as Lord Phaethon and I, coming in first place is to be expected. Shouldn't last place treat everyone else? Vivian is right. Yeah. Alright, fair enough. Once we complete the mission, I'll treat the proxy to a meal. Since when did we agree to a race? Everyone, the location marked in Brinker's notebook is not from over here. Let's move out. So you hear strange noises coming from ahead.
That was loud. What's happening up ahead?
Hold on, everyone. I'll go check it out.
It's probably multiple ethereals attacking. Just in case, I'll go with you.
Vivian, you should go with them too.
Why?
Keep an eye on Lycon, will you? I'm worried he might sell us out to the mayor when he gets the chance.
I'd never do that. But if Miss Vivian wishes to join us, she's more than welcome.
Okay. Then I'll go with you.
I have bad feeling. I don't know why, but I have bad feeling. Why do you look so nervous?
Why do you look so nervous? I've spent so much time by your side already. I need to get away from Lord Phaethon for a little bit, or I might die from this overwhelming happiness.
Okay, settle down, girl. Settle down.
If that's the case, Miss Vivian, feel free to come along with me.
Okay. Alright.
So Vivian stumbles off with Lycan as if in a daze.
So, how does it feel to be worshipped, Lord Phaethon?
You had that figured out a while ago, didn't you?
You had that figured out a while ago, didn't you?
Sharp as always. But of course, I couldn't spoil it for her. She has to figure it out on her own. That's what makes it special.
And it was practically special too. So you asked Lycan and Vivian to leave for a reason. That's what I'm wondering.
Not only that, you asked Lycan and Vivian to leave for a reason. Is there something you'd like to say to me?
I can't keep anything from you, can I? I've always treated Vivian like my own little sister. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but she looks a lot like Serena.
Oh, so the one that he murdered was his actual sister. And what, to gain favor from his father? You have gotta be joking.
I think I mentioned it before. Serena was my half-sister. She passed away a long time ago. Vivian adores you. Whether you're faith in or just Belle. Of course, I also have a lot of respect for someone like you. Strong, fair, and genuinely kind. So I hope... I beg you, please keep her safe.
Oh, I'm gonna do more than that. Whenever she comes out for the banner, I'm gonna pull her till she comes home. Yeah.
Hang on. What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
Think of it as the last bit of conscience I have left. A kid as pure as her. She should stay alongside someone who walks in the light. Like you. Not even Vivian can agree with all my beliefs. One day we'll go our separate ways.
Your beliefs? What do you mean exactly?
You probably heard from Lycan. We swore an oath when we started Mockingbird. We swore to use our own hands to right the wrongs in this world. But never, under any circumstances, would we take another human life. I stayed true to my words. Until...
What happened?
My father, the man I hated, stood right before me. I could have ended his life easily, but I hesitated. I remembered that damned oath and their repeated attempts to convince me I didn't do it. Because of that, innocent people died. All because of him. If I'd killed him first, then none of those tragedies would have happened. People like him don't deserve to live.
Yeah, his father was just that cruel.
After that, I realized... sometimes... taking one life really can save countless others.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from.
I understand where you're coming from.
I knew you'd understand. Vivian has a good heart. I don't want her to get her hands dirty, but you know how it is. In this world, someone has to be the bad guy. So, I want to apologize to you.
Why apologize all of a sudden?
Why apologize all of a sudden?
You're incredibly strong, kind, capable, and really, really lucky. The world needs more people like you. Remember that revenge movie I told you about, Children of Devils? I still haven't found it, but I came across another videotape with the same name. Turns out, in that story, the Children of Devils are actually the children of gods. Sorry for rambling. Hope you don't mind. They should be back soon. Please, look after Vivian for me.
Alright. Alright. Well, I think I'm going to cut this off for now because it is going to be like a 2-hour limit here. So, alright. So, this will be the end of part 2 for now. So, I will see you guys in the new videos. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe to the video. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the video as well. If you're new to the channel, if you enjoyed my narrations, my commentary, my gameplay in general. And I really, really, really hope you really like my channel and my videos as well. So I'm really glad you just came on by to check them out. And I'm really happy. for this many people that subscribe to my channel. So as well. Alright, so until next time, I will cut this off for now. And I will continue on after clicking this video and ending it here. So after this, it'll be another recording, and part 3 will be in the making in a few seconds. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.